Meanwhile, here now is Alfred Acenas from our EBC Hawaii Pacific with the latest news from his part of the world.
Aloha, I'm Alfred Acenas, and this is the latest from Hawaii and the Pacific.
We're canceling all large gatherings, and that includes University of Hawaii as far as the football team and women's volleyball.
Starting August 25, all large organized gatherings throughout the island of Oahu will be suspended for 28 days through September 22 in order to slow the surge of new COVID-19 cases that have numbered in the high 100s.
So to give a perspective on that, people have been submitting, per the governor's proclamation, they've been submitting mitigation plans, which we have been agreeing to. We had some 180 plans that really were about to happen that were like over 50 people, over 200, over 500, over 1,000, extensive plans. And we understand that there's an economic impact to that as well.
Social gatherings will be limited only to 10 people indoors and 25 outdoors. Examples of affected events include trade shows, conventions, concerts, and sports tournaments. Other activities such as recreational sports, restaurants, and spiritual services will be allowed to continue while complying with the latest health and safety guidelines.
Blaisdell, obviously, Waikiki Shell, and any other venues that we can control. And so the thought there is that we feel that that's really the major source of communal spread. And at the same time, we're obviously urging everyone to be vaccinated.
Although Kilauea volcano on Big Island is not erupting, the U.S. Geological Survey's Hawaiian Volcano Observatory has raised the alert level from yellow to orange after more than 100 earthquakes have been recorded since August 23. The strongest tremor so far was a magnitude 3.3, with the majority of earthquakes being less than magnitude 1. Yet still, small earthquakes are continuing at a rate of at least 10 detected per hour. Scientists continue to monitor the situation. 2 passenger aircraft from Hawaiian Airlines are assisting in the evacuation of American citizens and other designated persons out of Afghanistan in the aftermath of the country's recent takeover by the Taliban. Hawaiian and 5 other U.S. carriers are part of the military's Civil Reserve Air Fleet, or CRAF, which was activated on August 22. According to the Department of Defense, the civilian aircraft will not fly into the capital city of Kabul. Instead, they will be used for the onward movement of passengers from temporary safe havens and interim staging bases outside of Afghanistan.
From Honolulu, Hawaii, we live in interesting times.